Do 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 do.
Hello and welcome to PlayStation Best Friends Presents Fast as Reloading, episode 17 for the week of August 4th, 2020. Dropping every week to give you the run on all the latest gaming news you could possibly need. That's the second take, not doing it again. I am your host, Anthony Palm. Joining me, as always, Chicago's prodigal son, Miguel Alvarez.
What is up, guys? What is up?
And the Manhattan Moof Milker, Jeffrey Mizrahi.
What up? With that name now?
Yeah, why does that sound like offensive?
You don't know what a Moof Milker is?
No, what is that from?
Wait, a MILF?
Moof.
A moof is from Star Wars?
Moof Milker put a compressor on the whatever the fuck.
Who says that? Which movie?
Fucking Han says it. And, I mean, it's in like a bunch of them, but like in Force Awakens when Han's like, some Moof Milker put a compression on the throttle or whatever the fuck when he.
Oh yeah, when Ray does it. Damn, I gotta find a.
I bypassed the compressor. Anyways.
Hey guys, I'm Yoda. What's up? How's everyone's week been during Corona times?
It's been a week. We have a lot of news to talk about, so we're just gonna skip to what we've been playing. I feel like we've all kind of been playing the same shit. I know you've been playing Iron Man VR a little bit, Jeff. You can maybe talk about it later if you want.
Yeah, because I haven't passed the demo. Oh, can you actually see if you're watching the video version? Check it out. I taped my PlayStation camera just to the wall because like that's like the direction that has the most space. So it's a big brain thing. If you guys don't have a nice mount for your PlayStation camera, just fucking tape it to the wall. Ratchet.
Some what's it, like a command strip or something, whatever.
Yeah, just some duct tape straight up.
Fuck if it works. But yeah, I mean, Miguel and I, we've been playing Rogue Company. That's kind of, I mean, I've been playing Metal Gear more too. Almost at the point where you get your first FOB, which means that I can start taking a break from it because I can just start setting it to do shit while I'm not playing. But other than that,
I jumped into Ghost real quick after like a week and I'm not playing. Yeah, man, if you like stop playing that game, it's hard to get back into it.
Honestly, I feel like that could be said with any of the recent or any Sony first party games in the past like 4 years. Uncharted, Last of Us, they're all games that literally require every button, and like in different instances, the buttons do different things. You know, it's like hold R2.
R2 is like the interact button in Ghost, but then it's like the melee button in Days Gone, but then it's like every single Sony game. Like I wish they would at least standardize what their buttons do between Sony studios.
I feel like that would make them too samey. People already say like every Sony game is a gritty third-person action adventure game. I guess making all the button commands the same. That'd be funny. But yeah. Definitely don't forget the buttons for Ghost of Tsushima. That is a game that requires a lot. Like even I'm in the middle of playing it daily and it's still like, wait, okay, hold on. To switch my throwables, that's this button, but to switch my R1s, that's this button. Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, so with that said, let's jump right into the news. First up, a big one later in the week. State of Play is returning, an August State of Play, Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern time. They set expectations literally in bullet point format. Number one, a focus on upcoming PS4 and PSVR games. Remember that. A few quick check-ins on third-party and indie games from June's PS5 showcase, which is a little confusing because you just said PS4 games. And remember, no big PS5 announcements. No big PS5 announcements. They had said this clearly. Do not expect the fucking... How crazy would you have to be to expect the price of a console in August? But do not expect that here.
What if it's a big swerve?
No. I think they're going to have another press conference towards the end of the month to...
so this one is...
show everything there's going to be on release day.
So...
yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? Last week.
Wait, the last week of August. No, but what do you think this is going to be this week?
Like PS4 games, what could it be?
I have no idea.
No idea.
I think it's going to be indie games, smaller games.
Yeah.
Indie games make sense.
Yes, I think it's gonna be indie games. Obviously, whatever PSVR games are coming out for the fall. Maybe a third party showing. Maybe they're gonna show Spider-Man on the Avengers. We could talk about it in a bit. We play on that. Reveal it there.
I was gonna say Cyberpunk, but no, they don't have that.
No, that's Xbox.
That's Microsoft, yeah.
And obviously they're showing something with more about the PS5 indie games that they showed off.
100%, we're going to see a couple of the Annapurna or Papa Agenda games. Definitely Bug Snacks. I think will be there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be something for this fall for the PS4 and PSVR.
Now PSVR is interesting because is this going to confirm something with PS5? Maybe not PS5 VR games, but are they going to confirm PS4 PSVR compatibility? Like to what?
I think they have. Yeah, to what extent is a good point. But yeah, I think they've confirmed something about it. But that's actually a good point. I don't think they've said any game announced is a PS4, PS5, PSVR game. That is all three. They've announced many PS4, PS5 games, a couple PSVR games, but a three-way, I don't think we've seen that yet. But yeah, I think this is a cool thing. It's nice that they set us expectations, but it's not nice that we don't have the price or date.
That fun begins. That's gonna be towards the end of the month. I think
it's gotta be.
Yeah, I mean, I think
it's wait until September.
They can't wait till. I mean,
after Labor Day.
September, but I just can't see it. Like
it's a Halloween surprise.
Oh, imagine they just went like it's out now.
It's so scary.
It's a Halloween surprise, but
it's a $700 price tag. Like,
I mean, they're gonna be expensive. I feel just because they're holding the price and everything else, and I feel like we've been thinking that 500. It might be even more, man. It might be like 600, 700 for the consoles.
I mean, I'm still saving, so we'll see.
Save $1 a day, you'll get there. Yeah, honestly, it's getting. Maybe they're like trying some weird market psychology thing where it's like, all right, let's withhold them the price for so long that when we give them the price, they don't even give a shit. They're just so happy we gave them a price, and they'll just buy it no matter what it is.
Maybe.
No, you know what it is?
What?
They're trying to see who's gonna announce it first. So whoever announces it, they can go lower on the price.
Oh yeah, that's what people.
I think that's what they're gonna.
But they must have some like insider knowledge.
Yeah, I'm sure they know, bro. But
on the inside,
they could be, fake reports, man. Like, hey, we're gonna charge 600, say 600, 600, and then they revealed, it's 600, and then Xbox or whoever goes next is like, it's $100 less. Surprise.
How cool would that be if it was like an actual console war where there was like, it's like the imitation game, like they're trying to crack the codes of the emails of Xbox employees.
And the companies could say no, but it is. I think we all know it is between Sony and Xbox. It's like...
It's capitalism. It's just
exactly. When people say like, console wars and people shouldn't care, like, yeah, people shouldn't care, but the companies
shouldn't care. But
yeah, exactly. But the companies do care.
Like, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Because they like money, they like making money. Like when people, we could talk about it in a bit when with a couple of the news stories, with Spider-Man especially, is like it's happening for a reason. I'll add it in a bit if it's not there.
Add it to the end. Or you can add it.
They're doing it's there for a reason. It's happening for a reason. We could talk about it in a bit, but for the state of play, I really don't expect. Honestly, if they're gonna show anything big, it's Spider-Man gameplay of Spider-Man on Avengers.
Yeah, in the Avengers game.
And the Avengers game.
Honestly,
it's like the biggest thing they could show off.
That could be the I actually would doubt that.
Should be the opening.
Here's my reasoning why. I'll say it right now because it's kind of irrelevant, or it's kind of relevant. Spider-Man will be exclusive to PlayStation in the Avengers game. However, now here's how it connects. In 2021, I don't think there's gameplay ready for Spider-Man in Avengers yet.
I mean, they could show the character, bro.
Dude, look at the blog post. Look at the blog post for the announcement. The only thing they showed was comic books.
Yes, I agree. Go ahead.
What do you got?
What if it's only exclusive for PS4, but on Series X and PS5 it's on both? I don't think so, but what if you think that's... Do you think they would chill out a little bit if that was the case?
PlayStation.
I don't think there's a PS5 version. I think it's just optimized for PS5 and Xbox Series X.
You mean smart delivery?
Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they took out the logo. But yeah, so at the end of it, that would be a cool thing to see. But I think we are ways off for that, just because the development of Avengers hasn't been the cleanest. That's for sure.
You said it hasn't been the cleanest?
It hasn't been the cleanest. Hasn't it been delayed like 3 times? Avengers.
I mean, what game hasn't been delayed, dude?
Yeah, true.
Cyberpunk has been delayed for like a year and a half, dude.
Or it might be wrong on it being delayed.
Come on, dude. Every game has been delayed for at least a year nowadays.
Yeah, right. It's sketchy if your game hasn't been delayed.
Come on, dude. Like, if it hasn't get delayed, there's a problem with the game.
Next up, PS5 peripheral compatibility has been announced. This has actually been something that I was talking about. Wasn't I bringing it maybe in the DMs, me and Anthony? But I was like, I don't know. I feel a little weird buying it since they haven't 100% confirmed. Buying it meaning the Platinum headset. Since they haven't 100% confirmed the compatibility, here is the 100% confirmation. Which existing PS4 peripherals / accessories will work on PS5. Specialty peripherals such as officially licensed racing wheels, arcade sticks, and flight sticks will work on PlayStation 5 and supported PS5 games. The Platinum and Gold wireless headsets, as well as third-party headsets that connect via USB port or audio jack, will work on PS5. However, that headset companion app for your phone isn't compatible with the PS5.
I never used that app anyways when I did have the Sony thing, so I wouldn't even worry about that.
The DualShock 4 wireless controller on PlayStation officially licensed and PlayStation officially licensed third-party gamepad controllers.
That's an RN.
Yes, the Siren Star, yeah. New York City, baby. I'm a moof milker. PS4 controllers will work with PS4 games. PS4 controller, PS4 games. Both the PS Move controllers, motion controllers, and the VR aim controller will work on PSVR games on PS5. So let's dissect that wording.
I mean, what are we supposed to dissect? It's pretty clear, I think.
Yeah, I think PSVR is going to play as is now on PS5.
Okay, that sounds a little crazy. You're telling me the PS5's virtual reality, whatever that's called, is going to be using 2010 tech with the fucking same Move controllers?
Mean they're not going to improve it later. It just means that you're able to use the existing stuff now.
I mean, if for the people that are complaining about backwards compatibility and all this stuff, that you could just plug it in. So, question for you guys. So you need an adapter, right, for the camera?
Okay, yes. They say that
you're supposed to get it for free. How?
Yeah.
You probably when Microsoft did the same thing with the One S and you needed the adapter for the Kinect. They did. You just went on their website, you requested it. I think you probably put your serial.
You're right. You give the serial number of your
serial number of the console.
So I'm sure they'll do something like that. It would be nice if it just came in a PS5 box, but who knows?
Nah, they'll save money on this, honestly, in the end. Not enough people are going to be requested to get into producer for everyone that's not going to use it. Doesn't really make sense.
Like, if you're going to go full just PS5, bro, wouldn't you just like to have that, at least have the adapter just to plug in and use that? Instead of like, oh, I don't want to use the PS5, but the PSVR, but I got to bring out the PS4 and all this stuff, dude. Like, why are we complaining about this?
What do you mean? Which aspect?
I'm talking about, like, you're complaining right now, like, oh, is it gonna use 2010? Oh
no, sorry. So yeah, let me just. I know I said that kind of confusing. I meant I don't want a 2021 new PlayStation VR title to be relying on old PSVR tech. However, now I'm realizing that the wording of this is a little weird. It just means supported PSVR games,
it's gonna support
PS4 games on PS5.
Yeah,
that's what we were saying.
Yeah. I thought it was saying, sorry.
Like, I'm sure there's gonna be another
it just means
PSVR 2
right later on that need the Move controllers. You can use the Move controllers for those games on PS5 backwards.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
That's all. Yeah, that's
okay.
I think you read it differently than.
Yeah, I think you read it that it's gonna keep using going forward. And I don't think that's gonna be the case. I feel like in a year or two after the PS5 launches, they're gonna reveal a PSVR 2, whatever that is. And new Move controllers or whatever they want to call them, or what's the DualSense? They're gonna call them Dual something, DualSense instead of DualShock.
Move
They're gonna call it something like Move Sense. There you go.
There you go. I also find it funny we did bury the lead here, of course, being that you can't use your PlayStation 4 controller for PS5 games, but I think that is a stupid argument because
I mean,
hey, you could use your
extra rumble. When you're shooting, bro. Come on, man.
Listen,
you need it.
I understand people's points about Xbox being pro-consumer because you can use your current Xbox One controller on an Xbox Series X game, but that's because the controllers are almost identical. It's like it's literally almost exactly the same. They might have updated the rumble in it, maybe. I don't know, but the DualSense is a completely different controller from the DualShock 4. That's why you can't use them.
Yeah,
well, it's not like you can't use the DualShock 4 at all. You just can't use it for new games. I mean, you're getting a DualSense for free with the console. It's not like you have to go buy a DualSense. That's what I don't understand. So, yes, it would be nice if you could use the DualShock 4 for current PS5 games, but whatever. I'll just use the DualSense. Like, whatever.
Because like you can make the argument like, hey, this game is literally it's a fucking walking simulator. It's literally just moving X. You tell me I need to use the new controller. My old controller can't do this. And it's like, okay, that would be nice. However, I don't know. This is kind of what we come to expect. And you still could, it's kind of nice that they gave us the one thing, at least they gave us this because
I'm curious. I'm curious if I'm going to be able to use my C40 for PS5 games, my Astro C40.
Okay, yes, you can because it says the DualShock 4 wireless controller and okay, I'm an idiot. Yeah, you said PS5 games.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be able to use my C40 for PS4.
You could use your C40, yeah. You know what?
I'm curious if it'll be compatible with PS5 games, so we'll see. I'm never gonna get a straight answer on that. I'm just gonna have to plug it in when the PS5 comes out and see if it works or not.
You might have to update it through the PC.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can see Astro
Astro releasing an update for that. That's probably what's gonna have to happen.
And I just have to buy.
Yep.
Also likely. All right, next up, Modern Warfare Season 5 just dropped their trailer, launching on August 5th, the new season. I kind of find it kind of funny that this is their new thing. I think since they accidentally, were releasing DLCs with Black Ops 4 a little too early, not like a little too late, and they didn't really have any trailers. So now their whole thing is releasing all the information at the last minute possible. But looks cool. They're opening up Stadium. That's pretty much the big thing.
Finally.
In Warzone. There's gonna be a train roaming the map. That's gonna do something.
Gee, what other battle royale did that first?
Honestly, I don't know what.
Miguel's
PUBG or Fortnite?
Apex.
Ooh, Apex.
Apex has had a train since the second map came out.
That's funny. Okay, so that's like, okay. I didn't know that.
Which was a while ago. This World's Edge came out a long time ago. At this point, like in the life cycle of a BR, came out a long time ago.
Dude, this trailer is #1 on trending for gaming.
Cool.
What a surprise!
I haven't watched it.
It's fine. I mean, it just shows.
Cool. Here, dude, the Stadium has advertisements for CDL, for Call of Duty World League, or CWL.
Whatever. I'm gonna jump in just to see what Stadium looks like on the inside. I'm glad they're finally opening it. I mean, we all just kind of thought at this point they're just never gonna open it, so it's cool that they are. So.
It's a large enough portion of the map that has literally just been nothing. That I think it is cool that they're adding more it's kind of like adding a small island to the map, but it's just in the middle because it's all walk aroundable. It's essentially
it's gonna be like the towers in there, man. It's gonna be wild.
Most likely.
Everyone's going to drop there for the first month.
Good luck for whoever lands there and you can't hear fucking steps. So.
Other content coming in the new season for free, of course, with Call of Duty Modern Warfare owners. 2 new multiplayer maps, 1 new gunfight map, 1 new ground war map, and those Warzone updates. Very cool. Speaking of this update, you could actually, I'm pretty sure the first time I've ever seen personally, or I've ever seen that made was for a patch big enough, but you could preload the patch. It's oddly being given out in 2 phases, but both phases of PS4 users will be getting it before the patch comes out. But it essentially just preloads the 30 gig patch, and right when it's available, so I'm assumingly it installs it and there's no copying. So I don't know if it copied yet. That's what's in the air, but
I would think it would probably copied, and then you just don't have access to the new content until it unlocks.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
It probably installs it, and then the content's locked until.
I think that's what it is.
The actual question is, how many Oh wow. Consoles is gonna like mess up.
You mean taking up too much space?
No. Like how many games are gonna get messed up? Because of
corrupted save files and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, this is the first time, especially Modern Warfare is doing it at least.
And Modern Warfare usually like releases an update, and there's something just messed up.
They have had issues where updates bricked, like not bricked players, but like corrupted data. And,
so like, is it gonna be more like now? Is it really gonna mess up even more than what they usually do?
That's a news story for next week. Yeah, it's a news story for next week. We'll see. Honestly, it might. You kind of scared me on that one.
Imagine trying to turn it on that day when the thing goes live and it just doesn't turn on.
Dude, first of all, I can imagine that very clearly because you know how many fucking times that has happened to me in the past 2 years. I am used to waking up to broken hard drives.
Games that just mess up.
It's always called it. Dude, you remember the first? It started with Black Ops 3 the first time that sent me down a spiral of.
Because that was like around when we started the podcast too. Because I remember I couldn't redeem the Zombie Chronicle DLC because of the fact that I bought the actual code for Zombie Chronicle instead of just buying like wallet currency. I couldn't redeem it. I couldn't redeem it until like 8 o'clock on the day it launched because that was like the global launch time. I was like calling GameStop. I was emailing them. I'm like, why the fuck isn't my code working? I need a refund or whatever. Yeah, and then like right after that, your hard drive crashed on you.
Sad GameStop. But yeah, so I think that is very positive that there is now this cool feature that you could preload these fucking 100 gig patches, you know? We're moving forward. We're getting there. Slow steps, but we're getting there.
We're moving forward? Okay.
I think we're moving forward.
Thank you, fucking Modern Warfare Call of Duty developers for fucking up your game, not compressing the files that we have to download every fucking patch. 30, 40, 50, 60 gigs or whatever it is. Like, thank you for like. Thank you for using all my fucking internet. Thank you. Hey, thank you very much.
2 steps backward, 1 step forward, 3 steps to the side. You know, 5 steps off a bridge. Who wrote the alliteration on this next story? Because I love it.
Anthony.
Damn, another Ubisoft exec leaves amidst additional abuse allegations.
Man, they're dropping like flies over there, man. I don't know what's going on.
Sounds like Ubisoft is just a fucking shithole. And I know Ubisoft is a company and an entity. It's not a location, so take that as you will. But there are multiple Ubisoft locations that all sound like shitholes.
I mean, it's probably the top guys, man.
Yeah, Tommy Francois, Ubisoft's vice president of editorial and creative. I have no idea. I just guessed.
Tommy Francois is how I think you say that.
Maybe. Vice president of editorial and creative services. Fucking goddamn harasser. Like, dude, I don't know. This whole company is whack.
You get a little bit of power, man, and you just probably feel like nothing bad's gonna happen. So you start doing stupid shit. It sucks
though, because I enjoy Ubisoft games a lot.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to not support the games because I know that people work hard on those games. But at the same time, if the people making those games are being treated like shit, then it's like, oh, how do you know what I mean? How do you kind of like quantify that and kind of reconcile that? I don't know. So it sucks. It just sucks.
I mean, this is definitely a positive outcome of this. You know, it could have just kept being swept under the rug and nothing happened. You know, so
I think they couldn't afford not to at this point. There's so
Okay. Let me ask you guys this question real quick. Who's the guy on top?
He's Guillermo.
Okay. Does he not know?
Yeah,
that's been saying.
A lot of people have been saying that.
Putting it on there, and now there's like everything's coming out. What is he still gonna be like there in the company? Is he gonna get fired? Is he? And he's not getting fired. He's not quitting because
wasn't he a co-owner or he's a co-founder?
He's a co-founder, I think.
I think he has not majority, but enough voting stakeholder that they can't.
I think he used to be an owner when they founded it, and then probably stakeholder, you know.
But how responsible is Yves?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like how?
Hopefully he didn't know.
He had to know, bro.
But you kind of figure he had to. So I don't know, because what does Ubisoft look like without Yves Guillemot? You know, I don't. At that point, just dissolve everything. I don't know. I mean, maybe not. I mean, sure. I'm sure someone can step up. Someone can step up. Yeah, they need to do better, obviously. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the answer is making
get like a get a former guy.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
I mean, you see that happen all the time. Like, who was it that went from EA to Halo? It was the dude who got Peter Moore. You know, Peter Moore was a high guy at a high exec.
Stepping down from Liverpool. They just won the title, so he's probably just like, all right, I'm tired.
Nice. But yeah, so interesting stuff at Ubisoft. They got Valhalla coming out this year. We'll see how sales are impacted by this.
It still sucks, man. I don't think we talked about it on the pod either. Someone basically confirmed that Assassin's Creed Odyssey was supposed.
We did.
It was supposed to just be Cassandra. Yep. And I mean,
you were saying how it doesn't make any made more sense.
That's something that I was saying a long time before this story ever came out. Of like it was like they just didn't have any balls. Like they didn't have the balls to say Cassandra is the main character.
I mean, they didn't.
But that's what I was saying this before these accusations even came out. Like I didn't know how deep the rot went, but I was just like, it came off kind of like fake. It's like, just make Cassandra the main character. Like if you're gonna say she's the canon character, what's the fucking point of ever even giving Alexios as an option anyways? So, but let's move on. I didn't realize I talked about it before.
The thing is, you would like to think that there's market research and market data to back this. You know, that it's not just sexist people, but it's like, I don't know. I just such a clear view. It's like Tomb Raider's always sold, Horizon sells,
but you don't know what the actual data would be like if it was only Cassandra. If you're focused on Cassandra versus Alexios, then yeah, maybe Alexios will be better. But if it's only Cassandra from the beginning, you don't know what the numbers are going to look like.
There's no real control. You know?
I think they were probably afraid just because every Assassin's Creed from the beginning till then.
Well, even Evie from Syndicate was supposed to be more in that game more too.
Oh, yeah, that was part of the Syndicate had a female too.
Mm-hmm.
That her role was significantly cut, apparently.
She was. I'm pretty sure she was also on the box art. So at least,
cutscenes and stuff, they reduced it. Yeah. Apparently.
Moving on from Ubisoft, going to Microsoft. Hey, here it is, both softs. Removes the Xbox branding from Game Pass on PC from social logos. So it's a little interesting play here. If you check out the @Xbox Game Pass Twitter account, you'll see that the name is, of course, still Xbox Game Pass and @Xbox Game Pass is the handle. But the image, the Twitter icon, is the Xbox logo and then just Game Pass, where it used to say Xbox Game Pass. This could either mean that they are kind of isolating Game Pass into a service that could be anywhere that's not tied directly to Xbox, or it could just mean that for the logos, the Xbox logo translates to Xbox. What do you guys think?
I think it's the latter. I think it's seeing the Xbox logo, you're going to immediately associate Xbox, but them changing the PC one to I'm guessing it'll just end up being Game Pass for PC. And then it'll maybe be Xbox Game Pass on the console, because it's on a fucking Xbox. But I mean, because they're going to want to put, do we know? I don't know. Maybe this is out there and I just didn't know it. Is Game Pass on xCloud?
Is Game Pass on xCloud? I think
that
that's
could
the
be why
goal.
Because that could be another reason why they want to get the Xbox
because they're adding xCloud to all the big paths that they have.
Infrastructure, yeah. So,
but you could only play certain games on xCloud. You can't play every game on xCloud. It doesn't have to be like xCloud optimized.
That's what I'm saying. So
you had to own it.
Maybe the long game.
Yeah, and you have to.
Maybe the long game is removing Xbox from the name because they want to have xCloud supported later on too. Maybe. I'm just speculating. Maybe.
Yeah, I think. The logo is never going to leave. Not the logo itself, but the logo of the white circle with the X. I think that is always going to be around Game Pass, no matter if they even remove the Xbox text.
Well, because they're always going to be selling Xbox controllers for PCs anyways.
Exactly, yeah.
They're always going to say use your Xbox controller on PC, even if you don't have an Xbox. So yeah.
Yeah, and even if some weird future where they call it like that's a Game Pass controller or whatever, or they call it like a Microsoft Gamepad or whatever, like they'll still have the logo, I believe.
Talking about Xbox, should we talk about Cuphead? Finally on the PS4, and that just came out.
Soundboard clip I gotta get.
That just came out of like nowhere.
Yeah, I mean it was leaked a little, but then pretty much available today announcement.
That was published by Xbox, right?
For Xbox,
purchased by Xbox.
I don't think Xbox owns Studio MDHR, right?
I think they did. I think they bought them because I'm pretty sure they published Cuphead on Switch. I'm like,
yes, they
sure
did. Yeah, they have already.
But who's no way? Who is the listed publisher in the PlayStation Store?
That's what I'm saying. Like, who published?
I am checking right now.
Cuphead. I thought it was Xbox.
I'm checking. No way. The fucking PlayStation Store says Xbox. It's so
well, because I mean, think about it. Like, Death Stranding is on PC and it's by 505 Games.
No. Cuphead's developer, publisher, whatever, fucking author in the PlayStation Store is just Studio MDHR Entertainment Inc.
Really?
So that maybe they self-published it for PlayStation.
They might. That's interesting. Interesting. But yeah. So $20, 3.95 gig. Great game. I never beat it. Played the first World on PC. Enjoyed the hell out of it.
I played the first World on Xbox because I was game sharing with my friend Jesse. And then I played the first World on Switch and never got past it.
It's in Game Pass,
but it's an amazing, beautiful, hand-drawn game. It's brutal.
Yeah, visually amazing. Yeah.
Not for me. I'll pass on that.
Continuing the Xbox train, not PlayStation directly news, but pretty important for shooters in general. Halo Infinite is officially going. They confirmed it after a little rumor situation. Free to play for multiplayer and will have 120 frames per second 4K for select TVs on Xbox Series X.
For whatever TV could run 120 hertz.
There's not many out there that can.
There's not a lot.
But don't even. Hey, at least we're getting what we've been asking for, the 4K 60 promise for next gen.
Yeah,
games.
but when the game looks like that, I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Here's a question: would you not prefer this alternative? The little less textures, little less lighting,
I have said
worse lighting engines.
That I don't care for 120. I want the games to run at 60 because a lot of TVs and a lot of monitors, that's pretty much what they get. If you want to buy a TV for like that could run 120 hertz,
spend a lot of money.
You have to spend a lot of money. People are not spending that type of money, bro.
Maybe they're relying on people like monitors. I don't know.
Yeah, like monitors. I had two that could run.
Like Miguel and I could run it at.
Yes, and you too, max. Jeff.
And I have
but a lot of people
I have my PlayStation hooked up to my monitor.
Yeah, but I thought your monitor is only 60 though.
I don't know. Either way, I don't.
Yours is what 144 and mine.
But I'm saying, don't you have your PlayStation hooked up to your monitor or no? Or you moved it to living room?
I move it back and forth, but the PS4 only supports up to 60. And it doesn't even support 1440p. It's so stupid. It's either 4K or 1080p. It's so stupid.
Didn't I see somewhere that PlayStation 5 will have dynamic resolution scaling, like the thing that you keep asking for on your PS4?
I think so. I think that was part of Mark Cerny's thing, wasn't it?
Might have been.
I don't remember.
No, it might have been in this article I saw that was like this new ready for PlayStation 5 tagline for TVs is confusing as hell because it makes no sense. That's a Polygon thing by Smeet Sakur. Miguel, what?
Polygon. Just a couple things about the Halo stuff, confirming fucking all of this should have been when they showed the fucking gameplay. They should have said, this is our style that we're going for, instead of waiting a week and just people just taking a shit on the game because how it looked and making fun of the fucking memeing the fucking Craig. Instead of waiting a fucking week, they should have said that it was going to be free to play instead of leaking, and then like later on the day they'd be like, oh yeah, we're confirming that it's going to be free to play. They should have confirmed all this shit that day, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like, I have no clue. Google, can't stop, all right? I don't got time for you, Google, right now, all right? Like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Halo, bro. Like, you want to get into the next story so we can talk about more about the clusterfuck that they're running?
Well, I'll get to that, but just, on what you said, it seems like recently, because also even the Spider-Man Insomniac, is it Lost Legacy full game? What's the deal? It seems like these companies' PR divisions, I don't know, man, Corona, I don't know what you guys are up to, but they're like, their marketing is just so unaware of what people are going to ask. And it's like, you're telling me you created this whole thing and you guys were just waiting for someone to say, oh, what about this? And you're like, oh yeah, sorry, we have a response out here. Like, you guys didn't anticipate any of this? Like, you didn't think anyone was going to comment about the graphics. You didn't think anyone was going to ask what type of game. Like,
dude, there were
I don't know. You guys have to prepare shit
in the pre-made video.
Like really bad pop-ins, bro. Like,
there should have been a press release ready.
That's going to be like $500 to $700.
Like, and it sounds like we're
I know it was running on a PC with equivalent specs, whatever. But you get my point.
Yes, and it sounds like we're taking a shit on the game because we probably are, but like they should have seen this coming.
I want it to be good. I'm a big Halo fan.
Like big I played Halo, the last Halo, and I had fun. I thought it was a good fucking game, like multiplayer wise. And I was excited to see what I was gonna play on my fucking PC. And now, like looking at that, I'm like fuck, man. Like it looks so bad. Like is it even gonna like? Do I need to run my? I was like, oh man, I'm probably gonna have to buy a new fucking graphics card. But I mean, fuck. I don't know.
It runs on Windows 98. But yeah, okay. I don't want to. I don't want to keep shitting on it because another news story is that Halo, if it has been had development issues, I don't know. I think everyone has this, but whatever, they specified it in one of their Halo Waypoint articles. Due to COVID, there was complications regarding. Oh, I totally misread this. My bad. Due to COVID, there's going to be complications regarding public hands-on. Before release, which is kind of rough also, but I don't know. How do you guys interpret that? Is that just because like people can't play it in person, or
you can't play it at like E3?
Send a demo code.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what that means, honestly. Like,
didn't Ubisoft
I was rereading that right before you said it too. I'm like, what the fuck does this even mean?
Didn't Ubisoft just do that for all their games?
I don't know.
Okay, so
the fact that they have to confirm the battle rifle is kind of sad because
BR's in the game. Yeah, campaign's going to be 2-player split
Magnum
screen
and no classic shotgun, which that's a bummer.
So why release the game right now?
Because
it has something on the Series X.
Because it's November 2020 and they fucked up.
No, see, this is what I think happened, man. Like they started working on whatever the fuck Halo was gonna be. And they were gonna continue it from Halo, the last Halo, which is 5, right?
Yes.
And they just saw how negative people were on the campaign, and they had to cancel all that work and start from the beginning, dude. Change the fucking how the game looks, change the story, change a lot of the stuff for Ridge Racing not coming at launch. For it seems like. Rank system is not gonna be there. Forge is not gonna be there. Like a lot of stuff is gonna be missing when the game comes out.
You mean dirt? You said Ridge Racing.
No, the fucking what's the big fucking thing
Forza?
called? No. The main thing that the consoles are gonna be able to do.
Ray tracing.
Ridge Racing. There we go.
Ray tracing.
For all that stuff,
racing.
not gonna be.
He said ridge racing. So funny. I heard ray tracing. That's what do you mean ridge racing?
I don't know. That was funny. I was like, Ridge Racer hasn't been a thing in a while.
For all that stuff to be missing, why not just delay the game, bro? Because it feels like I did say that the game was gonna be like a 6.57, and I stand right on it, bro.
No, it's good. Halo 5 is like a 9 on Metacritic, bro.
Nope. Halo
5 has a very high Metacritic.
This game.
No, I know, but I'm saying Halo gets a Halo bump.
Okay, I guess we'll see, bro.
So people are gonna just
I think people are gonna be underwhelmed, bro.
I agree. 84 on Metacritic is Halo 5.
I think it's gonna be lower. It's gonna be in the 70s, like low 70s.
It might, but I don't know. I think Halo is too big. Let me quickly check this as well. But I think Halo is too big of a name to be kind of.
I know that they're the game's not ready, and at least they're somewhat clear, stating they're hey, we're all this stuff that should be in the game, it's not gonna be in the game, and now they're blaming COVID, which I'm sure there's things that happen, but I don't think it's just because of that. I think it's because they started a game and they saw how negative people were and they had to change it. And now they're not ready.
The worst rated Halo game is Halo Spartan Assault,
which is like a Windows Phone game.
An Xbox, yeah. It's no. You're thinking of Spartan.
No, it was ported.
Yep. It was a Windows Phone game ported to the Xbox 360 as an arcade.
Because I remember my friend was trying to use that as a reason to buy a Windows Phone. I was like, I am.
That's really funny. But still, dude, even Halo Wars 2 on the PC the PC version specifically has a 7 Metacritic.
And apparently, Halo Wars 2, from what I heard, wasn't as good as the first one. So
I mean, it has that's an odd difference, but the Xbox One version has a 79 on Metacritic. Either way, talking about Halo Metacritics is an odd way to spend a PlayStation podcast.
Take-Two CEO.
Oh yeah, good call.
Yes, it seems like they talked about why the next gen NBA 2K21 is receiving a price hike, increase or hike, whatever you want to call it.
You got that quote?
Yes. You want to read it? You want me to post it for you so you can read it?
I don't have it.
I'm going to post it on thing because you're a better reader than me because I fucking suck reading. And it's going to be there in 3, 2, 1. Bam.
Strauss Zelnick said there hasn't been a price increase for frontline titles for a really long time, despite the fact that it cost a great deal more to make those titles. And we think with the value we offer consumers and the kind of experience you can really only have on these next generation consoles, and the price is justified. So essentially, he is saying that games haven't raised price in a while, which is a thing I agree with. I think we've all said. And that the price will be justified with these better experiences.
Why you always lying? And he did say too that the prices on their games are gonna be on title by title basis. So some, bigger games are gonna be like they're gonna receive that extra, $10,
$29.99.
Nice.
I could see it if there's gonna be an actual.
They're all EA or 2K. I
they're all gonna be $70 except for Yarny 3, which will be $20.
This is this is Take-Two.
Yeah, this is Take-Two, but
okay, so
EA games.
NBA 2K25 is going to be $70.
No, hold it. Don't they make that fucking NBA Street ripoff that's not as good? Playgrounds.
Okay, that'll be $30.
Yeah, so that's what he's saying. That's what Strauss is saying.
And then BioShock 4 is going to be $70.
$70, yeah.
How much is BioShock Remastered? How much is BioShock Remastered on the PS5?
Who knows, man?
Buy that a fifth time.
See what I want, like what I want to see, right? It's not what's gonna happen with the game, because I want better servers. I want to fucking play online.
I don't think
online franchise, and that hasn't been on the fucking game for me to actually online franchise. It has sucked since they made the switch to the PS4. It has been fucking horrendous, bro. Why? Because they're focusing on the fucking Ultimate Team stuff and the fucking Playgrounds, I think it's called. I don't even know what the fuck it's called. Where everyone's playing on the
where the casino is. Can someone remind me?
They're gonna have better casinos now.
They will. Oh, of course. That's what you're paying the extra $10 for. But I'm pretty sure I saw this week a company getting a sports license for specifically non-sim sports games. You guys know what I'm talking about, or no?
Yes, that's
NFL 2K got
NFL
NFL for non-sports. Yeah.
I mean, that was announced like.
Oh, I thought I saw that recently.
They just reconfirmed it.
There was a recent article reiterating, confirming.
What do you think? What type of game would?
It's gonna be arcadey.
2K has never. NFL Blitz is the arcadey.
NFL Street, that was EA.
NFL Street was EA. Yeah, EA big.
Blitz, maybe they do like a
Blitz is Midway,
like that.
I don't know.
What's Midway?
Oh, maybe what's it called? Maybe a.
What was the one with Bo Jackson?
Tecmo?
Tecmo Bowl.
Tecmo Bowl, yeah. I don't even know where Tecmo is now. But maybe they'll make an NFL 2K Playgrounds. That's actually something. But we will not get an NFL 2K Playgrounds this week because it's not out this week. It's not even a fucking game. Here are the games that are coming out this week. First up, a big game that's really... I'm excited to play it. I've seen only good things, heard only good things. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout for PS4 PC, August 4th. This is coming free for PlayStation Plus owners.
Oh, I should have saved the soundboard clip for this part.
This is where the fun begins.
It is, yes. If you've seen any clips of this game, this looks so fun. So we'll definitely be jumping on. You guys, how excited
also, shout out to the fact that, like, right when they announced this, I was like, what if this is the next Rocket League on Plus thing? And then the next episode of Podcast Beyond was, is Fall Guys the next Rocket League? Like, just pay me, IGN, please. Continue.
They'll give you your $10 an hour real quick.
I really don't care.
I know, I probably would make less than I make now.
Yes, so Fall Guys. Next up, Hellbound PC, Scully, all systems. Brawlhalla is finally coming to mobile devices. That's having crossplay. That was announced at the UB Forward event, August 6th.
On iPad.
Give it a try. Let us know how the touch controls are. Oh, what? This is coming out this Friday, boys. Fast and Furious Crossroads, PS4, Xbox One, PC. Holy shit, August 7th. This is a game featuring Vin Diesel.
I don't have any Fast and Furious audio clips. Fuck, I gotta.
This is 100% going to be a 5 out of 10, but God, it's going to be a fun looking game.
I hope it's at least a 7 out of 10.
There were boss fights against cars. It just looks insane. It just looks like a fun QTE $40 fest. I'm probably going to gameplay it.
It's right. It's only $40, right?
Yes.
So maybe I'll get it when it's like 15 during the holidays.
Here's a wild game coming out this week. Very interesting week. We could have made the whole topic about this in another world, but we didn't. Horizon Zero Dawn coming out for PC August 7th. This is now the first of like the recent first. I was thinking Death Stranding, but
Stranding has already
but that wasn't published.
But it's like a second party deal.
Yeah, this is the first recent big Sony published game.
Let's go back again because you always need to clarify this for me because we got into an argument about it once. So Death Stranding is a second party game?
Yep.
By a third party studio.
I mean, honestly, Death Stranding is so wild. At this point, Death Stranding is
a third party game.
Yeah, now it's essentially just
like
a third party game.
Retroactively a third party game.
Yeah, it's a third-party game published by Sony on their platform, but that they funded.
I always get it confused with the
No. Death Stranding is the one that literally breaks all bounds. It's like a 2.5 party game. It makes no sense. Sony fucking funded a third-party game. Wow.
I mean, Microsoft did that with a lot of games. They did that with Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Did they fund it, or did they just give them a shitload of money to get the exclusivity?
No, I think they partly funded it. And that's why they got the. But they also literally paid Insomniac to make Sunset Overdrive, and now Sony owns that IP. So I don't know.
Holy shit! Hilarious! Oh my god, Miguel just posted Game Pass.
You're welcome, guys.
That is so fucking funny. Okay, let me try describing to you this image right now, listener. But honestly, just check out the
go to Xbox Game Pass Twitter.
Yeah, the August 3rd. 1 second, let me try explaining it. The August 3rd tweet, but they go response. Our new logo. Yeah, try showing that somehow. And it's a solid like meme format of the Game Pass logo in the middle, and it's Comic Sans font. Says on the top, new logo, still called Xbox Game Pass. The Xbox image equals Xbox. One of the bullet points is uses less ink if you print it out, covers less of the gameplay for when we got to put in trailers and stuff. Thick with the double C font, more compact, costs less to get as a tattoo, has cool stacked variation, and then shows the stacked variation. 8 letters divided by 2 equal 4, and this is for all of you. Damn, fucking nailed it. That is a great post. That made my night.
See, that's how you have fun, bro, with this shit.
That is some good shit. Okay, wow. Honestly, fuck, that's gonna make the conversation an hour ago horrible. But at least it's all.
Well, as long as listeners stuck to the end.
But yeah, see, this is what they should be doing, bro. Like really quick, like something happens, think fast, bro. Like fucking just and something that.
All they need to do is go hire 5 guys from Reddit, and they'll
they
can do this shit.
I feel like someone like posted this, and they saw it and they're like, "Oh shit, we gotta like." Do something with it really quick, and they just like fucking did something really quick.
No, I bet even one better. I bet someone made this in an authentic format where it was some Reddit post where someone was like stacking up the logos and is like, if you look over here, the A is actually a little like trying to
like that,
like some Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain.
They like it's when something happens, and this is for Sony too. Like when something happens like this, and people are like trying to talk shit or whatever, they should make fun of it and do something similar like this, man.
Yeah. They make a funny little meme of Spider-Man Miles Morales equals Lost Legacy over, like, I don't know.
Yeah, or just like make a fucking article and mention it really quick, like what it is. Like it seems like Sony, I think the next day like confirmed it what it was.
It took them like 24 hours at least.
Yeah, but at least it was faster than a fucking week like Xbox like with their fucking Halo shit.
No, Xbox was a couple days also, maybe 3 days.
It was like a week, bro.
But yeah, so I think
it was in a podcast that they confirmed it, but nobody noticed it until like a couple days after. To be clear.
And then back to the list of games coming out this week: Inertial Drift, a racing game coming out to all systems. I think that's gonna have to do it for us, guys. I'm kind of getting sweaty.
And you're welcome for that goal.
Got through it fast.
I mean, we talked about what we were playing, so
we were concise with it. We didn't, talk out our asses too much this episode like we usually do.
I mean, we did for that Game Pass thing for.
You know what helped? We skipped talking about shit we've been playing lately, and that's usually where we ramble for 25 minutes. So
yeah,
I just want to give a quick shout out.
What do you got?
To Paris? Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw what happened.
Paris,
no, what happened?
So if you want to like listen to what happened, like you could go and check their podcast.
Sorry,
it's Gamer. Okay, so let me start over again real quick. All right, for the guys that are a little slower and on the podcast. So something happened. I'm gonna say right now to Paris. What's his name? Well, last name I forgot.
I'm actually not too familiar with him. Like I see him interacting, but
the guy that's been on IGN and
I think he's like a Twitch
Destiny
streamer,
fan,
right? He's like a content creator.
He started doing that, but here, let me find it really quick because I don't want to mess it up.
I mean, is this like a suicide thing? Is it like a Me Too thing?
No. So, okay. Perez. It doesn't say his last name. I forgot his last name. He's been part of IGN, especially with all the Xbox stuff. He's been on IGN. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, Anthony. He was streaming on
Twitter handle, so if people want to look him up, his Twitter handle is @vicious696.
Yeah, he does a podcast on with Gamer. The name of it's Gamer Tech Radio with Daniel Pena. So he was streaming on YouTube, and he was pretty much getting a lot of shit because he's black, and pretty much just giving him shit because he's black, talking shit, racist stuff, like really racist stuff, bro. And they couldn't figure out how to like block the guy, or like I guess YouTube doesn't have like the stuff that Twitch has, so like muting and like blocking people, and they just had to stop the stream, and pretty much the guy was saying
features.
Yeah, that's what I mean, and pretty much the guy, the people, and it was I think one guy, like he was going really hard, and pretty much he was saying, "Oh, I won, why, whatever the fuck, racist stuff." If you want to hear to what happened, he was a little graphic on what he was saying. Go listen to the podcast. Give him the support, give him some love on Twitter, because it's 2020, bro. This shouldn't be happening. Like, especially like YouTube they should talk to Twitch or something, man. Like stuff like this shouldn't be happening.
But like, how does YouTube not have any moderation features? They are the standard. Like they've been
for streaming.
Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I feel like for listeners who don't know this story, it's still confusing. So a black man was streaming, and someone was being racist in the chat, and he couldn't moderate it.
Yeah, I guess YouTube doesn't have like moderation, like stuff like Twitch has. So you can't like block or mute or whatever like Twitch has.
So then what happened? So they just stopped streaming?
Yes, he had to stop streaming because it got really negative.
Like it was
as like a career, or that night?
No, that night.
Oh, did he come back, stream later?
That night, I don't think he did.
No, like later the next day. Day after.
Sounds like it was
Go
just
listen to the podcast,
like a stream that got bombed by
they got
racism.
really.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's bad.
Just go listen to it. It got really bad, it seemed, and he just like went off. Like it, especially because he was playing with his kid, bro. Oh, and, like it shouldn't be happening, bro. Like
yeah, agreed.
I feel like if people see like a black or a Hispanic, you know, I'm Mexican, right? You can't tell because I look fucking light makes me look white.
I look Mexican. I don't see it.
I mean, plot twist, bro. If it happens that you are Mexican, bro.
The long con that I'm playing on Miguel is that one day I'm going to just lay down like a
he's gonna start
like a 10 paragraph
Spanish, bro.
Spanish to him.
That'd be hilarious, bro. He's learning Spanish. But yeah, like stuff like this shouldn't be happening. It's 2020, and like there are people that are racist out there, obviously. But YouTube have better stuff to moderate this stuff, you know?
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, they're the standard for internet videos. Full stop.
Not streaming.
Google owns them. But still, I mean, they
shouldn't they have like talk to them like, hey, like throws a bone? Probably not, because then they're gonna like.
You don't want to talk to Twitch directly. You can talk to Microsoft. I'm sure Mixer had to have some kind of moderation features. I mean, there's got to be moderation features just in general that you can come up with. It's not, it's a nope. I don't know. It's unfortunate.
I just want to
really I didn't know that his son was playing with him, so that's really not right. It's heinous. It sucks. There's obviously no room for racism at all. You know, I mean, we've said on the podcast before, you know, we support Black Lives. We support, we're against all forms of racism and hatred, and it's bullshit, and it shouldn't exist in gaming, shouldn't exist at all. And we got to do better. All of us got to do better. That's it.
I agree. I mean, I've been saying it. Obviously, I feel like we don't talk about it too much on the podcast because we don't have someone to represent that. Because we're obviously, none of us is black, so we can't like talk about it too much. I'm Hispanic, and like I said, I don't get it that much just because I look white. And even when I'm outside, people don't think I'm Hispanic. So I don't get it as much neither.
Yeah.
As some.
And I mean, all we can do is support
Hispanics.
it with the podcast. You know, I mean, it would be cool if we had someone of color on the show as well, but we just don't know anyone that would directly come on. I mean, if you guys know anyone,
I'm sure we put it out there. We could probably find someone.
I mean, I don't want to have someone on just to be a token either. You know.
Oh yeah,
like I would like a legitimate perspective. You know. But
I would like to like reach out and see if we can have them in the podcast, but I feel like we're too small for this because we fucked up when we started, and people just stopped listening because decisions that we took.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I would like to people for the people that are listening to this and are still fucking listening to us after like an hour or whatever. Reach out, you know, send us some love.
This is actually a shorter episode. We're just about to hit the hour mark now.
Oh, really?
We're actually done with the news, like the earliest we've ever been done with the news.
Really?
Yeah, we were done with the news in like 40 minutes.
Wow. And we had so much, too.
It's because we always ramble when we're talking about what we've been playing. We didn't.
True. It's probably a better format, honestly. Anything else that we want to talk about, guys?
Not really. I mean, you and I have been enjoying Rogue Company. We're going to keep playing that. I actually have been having fun playing Modern Warfare. I've hopped back into it. I think I just needed a break.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Like I just was.
They're not playing with me.
Out. Well, that too. I mean,
skill-based matchmaking fucks you, dude.
It's when I play with you and you just go completely fucking ballistic nuclear and it just kills my mood. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking play this anymore. So. Like, only Call of Duty, though. Like, that's the only game you're like that in. Like, if we're playing Search, you're fine. But if we're playing, like...
Because I could tell when there's, like, a switch that turns on.
And I'm just like...
Because I had played that fucking game for so much, the Call of Duty, and then I could tell, I could notice it when there's a switch that turns on, dude.
Oh, I know. It's like after the third... It's like either the second or the third match, depending on how well you do.
This is why I like playing with Tay, bro. Because it somewhat levels up the fucking... the skill-based matchmaking stuff, bro. But I don't know, man.
But yeah, so I've been having fun fucking around. I'm just trying.
That's good.
The thing that I'm annoyed about Modern Warfare right now is that to unlock one of the most recent DMR, you have to do a challenge where you have to get 3 quick scopes in 15 different matches, and it's not hard, but I just hate that it incentivizes quick scoping. Like that's what I hate about it.
Use the car. That's why I love the car.
I'm using HDR.
Use the car. You'll be done in 3 games.
Oh no, it's so easy. Like I'm doing it easy with the HDR. I just don't like that it incentivizes quick scoping because I hate quick scoping in general.
Oh well, we're doing it when we're playing, bro. So I don't know why you're arguing so much.
I guess.
Jeff, talk to us about the game that you've been playing, VR game. Give it some.
I've been playing an AR game.
Not past the demo.
Oh no, I'm not talking about Iron Man. I'm still in the beginning.
Have you played Destiny?
Really?
I haven't touched Destiny in like.
Yeah, I mean, really every week you got to do your pinnacles
before the kick.
I had some good time with some.
Destiny is over, bro.
Russian? No, not a Russian. I was being super racist to them. Oh, nice.
Wait, you mean racist to who?
I thought they honestly had the most Russian accent, but it was an Italian and Israeli I found on LFG, and we did a couple dungeons together. That was pretty fun. Just to get some pinnacles. But no, honestly, the most shit I've been playing with is the Lego Super Mario set, which is honestly amazing. It's like so much like
Lego, not a
real life Lego. How cool! And I was shitting on this for so long, like, oh, they should make the Lego set like more like the NES, where it's like an actual thing. They should make a Bowser Castle. It's like a Lego Bowser Castle, not just this little plaything. But then you get it, and essentially, to just TLDR why it's fun, it is mini real life speedruns. And when you scan, so it's like how it works is like Mario is like an electronic piece, and it could scan these little QR codes on different pieces, and you scan the start pipe, and that's how you start a level, and then you scan the end pipe, and that's how you end the level, and between that you have 60 seconds, there's a little timer, and like the music speeds up to get as many coins as possible. So obviously, you know, you could just fucking take one of the QR codes that have the most coins, just fucking hit it over and over and over again, and then hit the end. But like, obviously, that's not really fun. So it's like you're trying to like jump on each thing, activate each little trap and like play feature along the course you make, and then end it. And it's like, oh, it's fun, and it's like this guided creation that is, I think, the best creation tool of any game or any physical thing I've seen. Like even just a Lego, you have a bucket of Lego. I'm so not creative and so fucking stupid that I cannot come up with like a cool, unique thing. But if you give me like a couple building blocks, like, all right, here's your 8 little spaces, arrange them in a level how you want. And I come up with some cool shit. I love editing the Legos, but yeah. So if you think the Lego Super Mario starter course looks a little weak, you know, it's not what you wanted, I would say if you got the money, give it a shot. It's totally worth it. However, if you want a more classic Lego experience, definitely go for the Lego NES.
Whatever you say, nerd.
All right, let's roll it out because I gotta.
I love that.
Fuck yeah, and that's a good one. That's a good one.
All right, yeah, that's going to do it for this week. This has been episode 17. I'm eventually going to get these episode numbers right. Because like every third episode, I fuck the episode numbers off. But that's also because we've had like bonus episodes that I've numbered to keep them straight in Anchor. And it's like, whatever. So this has been episode 17. And you can find us on Twitter at FTR_pod. You can tweet at us or DM us any questions, comments, concerns you have. You can also find us 3 on Twitter. I am at Anthony Palm. Miguel is at DarkAngel1010_. Jeff is at Mr. Brawl 96 on Twitter. And then on PlayStation, I'm the only X188, numbers 88, word ONE. Miguel is DarkAngel1010, no underscore on PlayStation. And Jeff is Brawl 96, no Mr. You can also check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/Faster Than Reloading. That's where you're going to be able to see our... if you're actually listening on YouTube, this is the first time you've probably ever heard our theme song because I finally have this soundboard set up with my interface. So now you can hear that. We're also going to play the outro at the end of this as well. And there's also a bunch of fun little snips I've added in. I'm going to change them up, add some, take some away. We'll see how it goes next episode. But yeah, that's going to do it. This has been episode... Whoa, this is an old doc. I need to update this. This has been episode 17 of Faster Than Reloading. We will catch you all next week.
Peace.
Oh, fuck, where is it?
Remember, switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading.
Fuck. Can we speak?